have another taco. My name is Joseph. I am at the Portland Ice Building, pushing the button, where the protest tonight is fairly small. Monday is pretty small usually. There's only a couple of people there on the front lines, and people stopped out in front. That is it for the moment. Just a few people out. It's about 7 p.m. People do show up, but it's usually slow on Monday. After the weekend, people busy. I am the best, worst protest videographer in Portland. I am blind. Here's my ID. Heavy ID today. This one's aluminum. Yep, I'm legally blind, so don't expect the camera to be pointing where it should be. Although it's such a small group tonight, I think we'll be fine. I am having fun as usual, getting it clipped into the little mini tripod. And I'm going to point you generally that direction. Zoom gently in to see what there is to see. And while I am talking, and there's just a few people out in the driveway there, I'm pulling up a chair because I haven't done that yet. So I come out here several nights a week because this is my neighborhood. I don't know if you guys can hear me all the way over there. This is my neighborhood. To stream what is here. And sometimes, Mondays in particular, it's a very small crowd. Sometimes, Friday and Saturday in particular, it's a pretty wild party with DJ and dancing and lots of balloon animals. The guy who does the balloon animals is somewhere behind me. Jordy with Operation Inflation. He's somewhere off behind me. Or around here somewhere anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty chill night, so there's not as much going on. So, the cane is new. It is an old school aluminum folding cane because the normal ones that I carry, the graphite ones, are a little fragile, and particularly on a busy night, which this isn't one of those, the carbon fiber graphite canes are pretty fragile. This is not. The thing is, this thing weighs about 4 or 5 times what one of the graphite ones do. I've got one just in case something happens to the aluminum, but out here that's a backup. Whew. I also have my trusty respirator in a bag. Should not need that. But I didn't have it one time when there was a labor union out here. And about 1,000 people showed up. And out of the 1,000 people, 4 of them walked up into, one of these days I will do that right, walked into that driveway right there. They walked into the driveway. At the other end of that driveway is a big metal steel gate. I mean, it's not going anywhere. And just the fact that people stepped into the driveway, they bombed the entire neighborhood. They didn't drop a tear gas grenade. They dropped 8 of them at once with like a cluster mortar fire thing. 8 of them went off at once, and they started firing off flashbangs too. Purpose of a flashbang is to freeze you in place, and the purpose of tear gas is to disperse a crowd. So which do you want? I would argue that the combination, since the whole point of the tear gas is you move or it messes with your ability to breathe and see. Seems like dropping a flashbang at the same time is supposed to keep you in place while you're not able to breathe. I've mentioned that before. But let's see what chat's doing. Hey Chris, good to see you. And everybody else. Okay, the rest of you are hard to see because it's like gray. Contrast people, your text is. So I can see everybody saying hello. When there's not much going on out here except a couple of people standing around protesting, it's actually a good thing. It really is. But, as I was saying, since that day, I don't come out here unless I have a full face respirator with there's a European and American NIOSH standards. The American NIOSH standard is a magenta filter with an olive stripe, and the European standard is like 5 different colored stripes for the same level of filtration. I don't come out here if I don't have a mask with one of those 2 types of filters. It's just not safe. They're not allowed to use that stuff currently. There's a temporary restraining order, except the restraining order says they can only use it if they feel threatened. And of course, 4 people stepping into the driveway to, make a statement about, haha, we are stepping into the driveway, is enough for them to feel threatened. So, oh, I missed what they were saying. So why am I all the way the hell back here rather than up there? Because behind me is that building, and that building has Xfinity Wi-Fi, which sucks, but it's $10 a month. It's what I've presently got. I am set to set up a Wi-Fi hotspot with service. I don't have a SIM yet. I need to get one. Then I'll be able to walk around. Yeah, I'll be powering all that get up. Tonight would be a perfect time to test all that if I had it to test, but I didn't. Normally, I keep, standard cell phone-ish size batteries. 10,000 milliamp hours. And little Anchor, is charged. That's what I normally carry, and I normally keep 2 of those around. But when I start actually doing the camera and the Wi-Fi hotspot and everything else, I will be carrying a slightly bigger battery. Well, it looks about the same size. Yeah, it's a little bigger. It's literally double that. It's a chunker, too. It's a brick. So I am out here tonight. I hope that I'll be okay coming out here for the rest of the week. We'll see. We were messing with my medication. YouTube now, when you're live, gives you these stupid AI, ask a Q&A, rain, love it or hate it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We always wave to our buses. Oh, that one's advertising like cancer prevention. Bus 40, one of the two buses that come down here. Actually, a block back from here is the Portland streetcar. And when I'm feeling tired or whatever, I will take it from, well, today it was from OHSU down here. It's just a couple of stops, but it also saves me from having to walk. Hey, I'm glad to be out here when I can. This is my neighborhood. I live here. So, kind of the bitch of it is, as much as I hate having this ICE building here, as long as they are being lawless, we want the ICE building here rather than non-existent. I mean, that's the honest truth, because you see where people are standing out there in the driveway. During the daytime, there are people who have an appointment in that building. And, you know, they've been legally in the country. So, you know, did it the right way. But they walk into that building and they may not be walking back out because, you know, gotta keep up them quotas. So, there are people who stand out there where the guys in the driveway are, and they will take down your name, contact information for your family, and if you've got a lawyer, contact information for your lawyer. If you're not out within a certain amount of time, they will get permission from you to call a lawyer and get you one. So, what they do is really super important. And I would love to interview those guys. But the fact is, I'm sure they took one look at my channel at the time I asked, with like less than 200 subscribers back then. And a lot of my videos had me, you know, making fun of the ICE agent's sexuality, because fuck them. I suspect they took one look at my channel and was like, yeah, we're not doing an interview for him. Which is too bad, because I really want to interview somebody involved in that program. It's not that it, you know, makes my channel more reputable or anything. It is what it is. But what they do is so cool and so important, because, you know, people are only supposed to be here for 12 hours, and they're kept for longer than that. But the fact is, if they leave here, if they haven't talked to a lawyer, odds are good they never will. They never will. So I've heard some of the news out of the Iran war, and apparently we are 4 U.S. troops killed, 6 other people were killed today. You know, they accidentally bombed that school, so hundreds. The death toll is in the hundreds already. And the hundreds of people are, you know, for the most part, people who didn't do anything wrong, you know? I mean, even if you're a soldier, and I'll say that for the Iranian soldiers as well as the American soldiers, you know, if you didn't go around, like, you know, killing random ass people, if you didn't do criminal shit, reprehensible shit, you should not be dying because the Ayatollah is a fucking nutbag. And because Bibi Netanyahu is a fucking nutbag and Donald Trump is a fucking nutbag. All of these countries deserve to be, you know, led by not dictators, by elected leaders. I mean, Ayatollah had, Iran had the Shah before we decided to overthrow the Shah and allow Islamist extremists to take over. Even the governance of the Shah was better than this, and far better, actually. The people of Iran lived like, you know, lived pretty free lives. And it's been broken since I was alive. Anyway. So that's me blithering on about the state of the world. Everything fucking sucks. And Trump has no idea. None. Where to go from here. He figures, oh, I'm going to do what I did in Venezuela. It's going to work great. I'll just set up some assistant dictator and they'll do what I want and I'll get the oil and I'll get the money from the oil and fucking putz. And he's already looking at what country can I invade next? Literally, France is building their own nuclear weapons now. I mean, they had a few, but they're building more because Europe needs to be protected from, you know, nuclear weapons with that whole mutually assured bullshit. And, you know, they're not counting on Donald Trump for it. And they shouldn't. Man, that dude has so completely ruined 2.5 generations of foreign policy. Single-handedly. What can you? Especially since apparently, you know, the effort to hold him responsible for, you know, declaring an illegal war. Which, the war is illegal, like, no question. The War Powers Act says that the president can act unilaterally if the United States is under imminent attack. Well, they testified that that wasn't the case. Or if we have been attacked, well, that hasn't been the case. Or, you know, if Congress gives him permission to act, and that wasn't the case either. So people saying, oh, it's just like any other time the president... No, it's not. It absolutely isn't. Oh, yeah. I see him too, I think. I see Richard too, I think. I don't know. I can't tell for sure, actually. I thought I did, and I zoomed in, and it's like, I'm not sure if that's him or not. I'm gonna go see if there's a bottle of water over there. I'm talking y'all's ears off, and I didn't grab anything to drink. Be right back. Move tripod. Almost knock over tripod. Sure, why not? Ugh.
Oh my God, that's old.
How's it going, guys? Walked over to say hello to the people on the front line there. You know, now that I was over there and I actually saw him, I can see exactly who he is on the camera. So I walked over to the front line, and it was a bit ripe over there. Somebody pissed on their blue eye. Maturity. Sometimes we don't have it. Whew. So Monday is a quiet night, which is fine. Just as long as we make sure that those assholes know, we would really appreciate it if they would, you know, quit their jobs and find something respectable to do with their lives. It is very warm out tonight, though. By Powell's? Many people out there? Mindy Moon says that there was a protest out at Powell's earlier. That it was across from the bookstore and there was a good number of people out there. That's cool. Tommy's gonna do what Tommy does. He was on Nathan's stream yesterday, and he was reasonably behaved for a little while at least. I seriously get the impression a lot of what he does is aimed at own the libs. Like, I wonder if he actually seriously thinks that something is really fucking wrong with Donald Trump. He might. Or, you know, he might think it's all cool, and I don't know. I don't try to read the guy. I'm still of the opinion that, you know, Tommy and his friends need to get a real speaker if they're going to play the national anthem. Like, that isn't even me making fun of them, mostly. It's like, come on, if you're going to play the national anthem, let's hear the lyrics. When it comes right down to it, I'm still Christian. And I still got to believe that anybody can change, anybody can become a different person than they have been. I realize it's not likely in a lot of cases, but it is a thing that you have to hold on to it's possible. It actually made me genuinely very sad when I realized that that Donald Trump is basically, it ain't gonna happen for him. Like, he is stuck on everything is a transaction, and if you are religious, you know that ain't how it works. You can't buy your way into heaven. And if he can't, then he doesn't want it. Well, that's really unfortunate. The one thing about possibilities I have learned, if you believe in people and possibilities, I get it. But the one thing about it is it has to seem possible for you to make that choice. If it feels like you don't have a choice, or, you know, I don't expect people to make radical changes just on a dime because they can't. If you don't even see it as an option, you're not going to choose it. Even if everybody else can see it's right there. Yeah. The bait I have to watch out for is, you know, I get occasionally recommended some video. I'm never going to forgive anybody who ever voted for Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, they don't want to hear it from me because I'd be the first person that they'd say, you're one of the people we're never going to forgive. And it's like, well, yeah, I had reasons. They weren't great ones, but I had reasons why I voted for him. I had reasons why I didn't want to vote for him. But, you know, back in 2016, I did what seemed like the best thing to do with what I had at the time. Should I have voted for Hillary Clinton? I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but I don't know. I still couldn't vote for that woman. But I wanted to vote third party, and I could have done that. I mean, Hillary wasn't going to win Oregon any more than she already did. The thing is, back in 2016, conservative as I was, you probably could have convinced me to vote for Bernie. If the real choices were, you know, Hillary, Bernie, and Trump, I would have voted for Bernie in a heartbeat. I grew up thinking that the Republican Party was, you know, where successful business people ended up, and where people understood that, you know, there isn't an infinite amount of money to solve the world's problems, and that you sometimes have to create a way for people to solve problems rather than throw money at the problem. And maybe at some point that's what the Republican Party was. But I don't think it was ever like that in my lifetime, not really. And part of that is Heather Cox Richardson, who is, if you haven't seen her, she is the nerdiest woman on the planet. History nerd. And she brought receipts on why Project 2025 was actually Project 1980 with Ronald Reagan. And I would argue she's thinking a little small. I would argue that Project 2025 might actually have been Project 1933. In 1933, Prescott Bush disconnected. Are you fine? I will go on to Wi-Fi. All right. Hopefully, I am back on 5G. So I'm off the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is misbehaving. You know, I thought that Trump was more dangerous the second time around because I was listening to what he was saying about Putin and Zelensky. So I was concerned about that. But at the same time, I figured that the Republican Party was full of people who hated his guts, and they'd, keep him on a leash. Clearly, they did not do that. Fuck ice! Well, the truth is, in 80% of the country, it almost doesn't matter who you vote for because your state is already decided for one party or the other. And that really sucks. And believe it or not, Thomas Jefferson is responsible for it. Thomas Jefferson is the reason why the Electoral College, which wasn't a bad idea in and of itself, is winner take all. I didn't zoom back in. Sorry, guys. Well, the thing was, if you were watching a steady diet of right-wing news in 2016, they said Trump was a racist, but he's literally got an award from the NAACP, and they're accusing him of any sort of sexual whatever, but they accuse everybody of that. So, and of course, now we know why. It seems like just about everybody gets accused of some sort of sexual sin because they're all guilty as fuck. But, it was always, oh, they accuse him of this and they accuse him of that. Of course they do. They all say the same thing about everyone we run. And I mean, the Republican Party, when I was part of it, if somebody was a fucking neo-Nazi, they'd be gone. Just gone. Because we wouldn't put up with that shit. I never cared about a person's skin color. Why the hell should I? I'm blind. As for, like the question of LGBTQ, whatever, I'm not keeping up with the alphabet. The whole question of, like gay marriage. Should people be... First of all, the government had no business deciding who can be married. Secondly, the only reason why anybody I knew, at least I will say anybody I knew well, because I did actually know a couple of people who were like, it's against the Bible, and that's all there is to it. Just about everybody else I knew, because I didn't know them well, but everybody I knew well was like, if we say they can do this, and that, that the government has to allow it, then they're going to say, our preachers have to perform the weddings. And of course, there were people saying, I'm going to make the Catholic priest perform my same-sex wedding. And that didn't materialize. It didn't happen. It just flat out did not happen. You know what time it is, folks. Bus 40! This bus runs on diesel. I can see that. It used to be. I mean, like Nixon. Holy shit. Have we had a president in recent years that Nixon is not literally a better guy? Obama, probably. But before that, dating back to, Reagan, we're going through the ones that, basically I would have ever, known them, because Jimmy Carter, I was, learning to walk. So, Reagan, both Bushes, Clinton, Biden, Trump, Have any of those men, can you claim any of them were more presidential than Richard Nixon? And Richard Nixon was a fucking psycho. Like, everybody agrees, he was paranoid, he was... Honestly, my opinion on like who should be performing your same-sex wedding, it should be somebody who wants to do it, you know? And if you've got somebody who's like, I can't, it's against my faith, then you're in the wrong church. Now, I am Catholic. If you ask me what my faith says about same-sex unions and any sort of... I will tell you what the Catholic Church says about these things. I'm not a priest. It says the same sort of thing about, you know, sex outside of marriage, cheating on your spouse, whole bunch of other sins in the same classification, and the church has the same opinion on those things. I've noticed those aren't a big deal for most people. So why does same-sex marriage carry some sort of special anything? It's a very good question. And it doesn't have any answer I can come up with other than, you know, bigotry. You're not straight? Not my problem. Not my issue, not my problem, not my business, not... That's your life to live, not mine. I realize saying not my problem is not fair. It's not what I intended to say. Because I genuinely don't actually care about anybody's sex life. It's really not my business. I'm an introvert. I don't want to know the details. You might know what I meant, but somebody is going to try and, you know, make something out of that. And it's probably going to be somebody who doesn't actually care, but wants to see if they can make some hay out of it for the sole reason of, you know, trying to sow some sort of hate and discord where it doesn't need to be. There's a lot of assholes on the internet, basically. Although, there was a show that was on when I was, you know, just out of high school and going into college. I think it may have been later than that, but there was a show on that I recall at some point before I left school, which for me was fairly late, where these teenage girls are like Valley Girl spies. It's apparently French, and the entire show is like what the people who made this show are into, and some of it is pretty weird shit. It's like you would not know that this was like people's weird ass fetishes, except if you knew, you knew. And apparently the show is infamous for that. It was Americanized with young women that had, you know, sort of that like totally Valley Girl sort of thing going on. But the cartoon was made in France and then just localized into English. And these high school teenage girls were international spies like James Bond. I saw a couple of episodes. It is hilarious, but unfortunately, my dear sister knows all of the shit that the people who made this show put into it. So I'm like watching this random ass episode of a cartoon. It's like, oh, okay. So this happened. And she's like, oh, that's... And I'm like, how is that a thing? Who is that a thing for? Never mind. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. It was entertaining. If you have, you know, if you have a mind too pure to know what they're after, or if you're just a total perv, it's probably a great show. If you're like normal, and then you've got my dear sister telling you what everybody is, what is being shown. Okay, thanks. Really appreciate it, Sarah. Sis does not watch my streams, thankfully. Probably. No, I think she's got to work tonight. Better a sister than a daughter. Oh, yeah. And at least in this case, my dear sister is found family. Back in like 2022, I found this like weird weeby introvert on an RPG Discord server. And she is also diabetic, and, you know, we have some common interests, and we got to talking, and I adopted her. She is a sister now. And of course, she knows about all of the really weird shit because she uses the internet a lot. This would be our 35. 35! Another diesel bus. I point at buses and then I end up spamming myself. So I end up catching all of the ads. Well, one thing about it is the two of us at the time were both, I mean, I'm still, she isn't, but we were both very much in relationships we were happy with. And, you know, siblings are safe. Hopefully. I'm not blind from diabetes. I could lose more vision because of that. I'm blind because I'm an albino. There's several things. First of all, I'm very light sensitive, so the very bright lights ahead of me are obnoxious. That's one of the reasons why, you know, I wear the hood, you know, wear the big hat and the dark shades. But what happens in my case is you've got the light sensitivity, and too many of my optic nerve fibers, you know, half of them try to go straight back and half of them try to cross over. That's how you get, you know, stereo vision. Well, too many of mine tried to cross over. It's fairly normal for my type of albinism. So they kind of bundle up and died before I was born. So I have very little depth perception, very low resolution. Like, if normal person has like 1080p or 4K vision, my eyes are like an old 360p YouTube video. And there's just no fixing it. It's not that it looks blurry. If you've been watching it for a while, you know, the blurriness isn't there. Oh, I'm also nearsighted. I can do something about the nearsighted, but not much. I'm going to switch directions so that I can glue my nose to the screen so I can read the chat. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm mostly used to the chuds coming in and taking cheap shots about, oh, yes, you're fat, you're ugly, you're pale, you should be out in the sun more. You're a gross example of human. I mean, really, really just, like, I laughed that shit before, but somebody said, you know, they're basically looking to see if they can catch somebody who's having a bad day and get them to say something that they shouldn't, that will get them into trouble. So now I delete it all. Although, people say that they've never seen a thin diabetic. I've seen thin type 1 diabetics. Their bodies do not make insulin. Type 2 diabetic is a person whose body does not process insulin. We tend to be round. Our body just does not process insulin. I'm me. I'm a legally blind albino with asthma, insulin dependent, and stage 4 melanoma. So things aren't exactly perfect. I take chemotherapy, fucks up my immune system. I take that fat shot drug, which hasn't actually helped me lose any weight, but it's kept my blood sugars a little easier to manage. Not as bouncy. And in fact, I just increased my dosage of it, so if I'm running away from the camera and suddenly you guys get floored, it's because I'm running over to the planter over there to lose breakfast. I actually have a very simple solution to keep that from happening. Mint. I used to take a medication called Zofran. Um, all the women who are mothers probably know what that is. But the mints are just as effective, or nearly so. So I don't leave home without them, especially right now that they're messing with it's not easy being wheezy. That's one of the reasons why I cannot come out here anymore without a mask. I mean, I got one and now suddenly it's like, oh, they're probably not gonna use gas for a while. It's like, well, I'm still going through a pack of filters every 30 days or so because I know that they don't last any longer than that. And I've got to use them. Well, part of being, unique is having a perspective that other people don't have. And I mean, for me out here, I miss a lot of what happens live. If I know that I miss something, I'll go back and watch my own stream and I'll see stuff like, stuff I didn't expect. But for the most part, being a person who's had unusual circumstances, like the thing that made me think I was never going to be a Democrat ever was the result of going to a thing and meeting a guy and shaking this guy's hand. His name is Mike Strickland, and he's a libertarian. He ran a YouTube channel called Laughing at Liberals. The folks on the left fucking hated his guts. But I met him there because I was there to talk about there being a lot of people on disability, because this event I was supposed to be, I had something to say at, was on subsidized housing and how we should start welfare, we should start drug testing people on welfare. And what I had to say to him was, there's a lot of people with disabilities who, if they try to get a job, will make just enough money to get kicked off the programs that allow them to go and get that job in the first place. So there's a lot of learned helplessness. And my message to Republicans was, fix the fucking learned helplessness by, creating real opportunities for people to get off these programs, not just penalize them if they don't, but actually make it so that they can. They weren't very receptive. And I met a guy who went on to start a YouTube channel where he basically kind of did an underhand holding a camera and talking to you. He's holding a camera down here while he's talking to you up here, And they hated his guts for that. I gained a lot more respect for him after he stopped doing it, which didn't take very long because they found out who he was pretty quickly. I have no idea if he is still in any way involved with Donald Trump, because, I look and I don't see any mention of him. I mean, there's his old channel exists and it's kind of archived, but he's out, or at least he seems to be. But he was a libertarian. He's, not MAGA, not Republican. He was MAGA aligned at the time. But I'm pretty sure he got the hell out. At least I hope so. I'm kind of afraid to try and contact any of my old friends from back when I had Facebook, because I kind of bet a lot of them are still at least sort of MAGA aligned. I don't know. Maybe Epstein was a line too far for most of them. Because we genuinely believed, yeah, he decided Epstein was a creep and he got rid of the guy and wanted nothing to do with him. And then it turns out, oh, yeah, not only did he know, he participated and he fed girls to Epstein. But, you know, principles or tribe? Principles for me. Michael Strickland's channel was Laughing at Liberals. He literally would, like, go to a protest or something and find somebody who was, you know, you just go up and talk to random people. And if you talked to him and you didn't know what was going on or why you were there or what was going on in the world, you were going to end up in his videos. And having, you know, been to a few of these now, I know how he found these people, because, you know, it's not hard. It's not hard to find people who just show up and it's like, oh, something's going on. I wonder what. They have no idea why we're out here. But if he talks to them, then he can put up a video saying, see, these liberals have no idea what they're even protesting. Well, those liberals might not know what they're protesting. All right, I'm going to move the camera and get up because I just buttoned up my jacket and I'm still cold. So I'm going to put on the sweatshirt. There we go. That's warmer. Those lights are really too bright. Well, we are praying for your family member in Kuwait. Man, that fucking sucks. It's not even like this is a war for, like, the U.S. or for, this isn't defending the U.S. right now. This is going and toppling a foreign government because frickin' Bibi wants it done. So pray they're all right. Okay, Mike Strickland, yes, he was arrested. There were a group of people who were surrounding him. And the group was headed up by a person who had, you know what time it is, folks. This person had attacked him before and, like, broken bones and his camera equipment. So this guy is leading a group of people who are, swinging sticks at him. And he's like, stay back. And he's like using his monopod to, like, make space and to keep them back. And they're just advancing on him. And at some point, a guy, like, breaks from the others and tries to run around and get behind him to, surround him. That's when he pulled a gun. I would have pulled a gun too in that circumstance. They charged him with 21 felonies. They said he was guilty of a crime because he didn't shoot any of them. If he had shot them, he would have been innocent. But they would have said if he'd shot one of them that he was guilty of, shooting people when he didn't need to. It was dumb. It was politically motivated prosecution. They were operating under snitches get stitches, and I am glad that people aren't acting like that out here. I'm zooming out a little. That's the same mic. I mean, literally, he had a phone around his neck, and he was just walking through the crowd. That, in my opinion, is not, not something we should oppose. Because if that is, what he is doing, that's just, that, even with spin, I mean, you look at the people who restream us, and I know they restream me, and I don't care. I mean, I've literally said, my stuff is CC'd by, and it was actually, public domain before when I realized, YouTube doesn't allow that. If you, are restreaming me and trying to make Portland look bad, you're not getting very much that makes Portland look bad because, oh my God, there's somebody over there with a bullhorn making fun of the guys in the building. Oh, horrors. Well, see, that's not making him look very good. Because you're saying that people should die, that's never going to make you look good. But I'm not turning off the stream because that's... For one thing, I understand why he's saying that, because what they're doing is literally causing other people to die. But on the whole, you know, people seeing what we're doing looks good for us, I think. Some of it is a little immature. Like, I walked over by the, that's a cool little jogging outfit with the blue. I like the blue. Yeah, I walked over there earlier. You guys saw me. Walked over to the front line, and somebody apparently pissed on their blue line. I mean, significant immaturity, but on the whole. Hey, Tom. Those 100-watt megaphones are annoying. How are you tonight? I am going to drop the stream for just a second to do the blood sugar check. Be right back. 135, not bad. I will take it. I am more worried about a low right now than a high, so...
It's just is it? Okay. I gotta come here.
Yeah, Scott, you know what? Yep. I have lung damage and was it a lung scarring and lung damage. Got me sad.
Insulin dependent, asthmatic, stage 4 melanoma. So,
Also, you're like the most mobile stage 4 living person.
it's,
Most
I dropped it off at home.
are in like a week.
The therapy drug
Right, yeah.
has weak attachment, multiple weak attachments. So instead of grabbing it, chemotherapy normally grabs hold of the cell and kills it. But the problem is, you grab hold just the cells.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how much microbiology it was.
Oh, no, you're okay. You're okay.
You didn't really get much from me, right?
Yes, they're all going to the same.
Yeah, it's just like
Yes. That is. Yeah.
But I've got it. I've got the mask. That's recommended. And then everything's on my mom. It doesn't get real well with this, but this one works than else. I've never replaced this one. I'm gonna see if someone
oh yeah. You talking about that bracelets? I think. I could be wrong. That's what they basically are. I'll check whatever.
You said liver will be gratified? Hey, dude, no need to shout. I am plugging you all in. Your battery's down to 30%. Backup battery. Yes. So I can get someone to plug it in.
Yeah. That's why I like this little like pouch on my belly. I have like all that thing there.
Right?
You can totally
I don't have the
shit like
pass.
that happening.
Are you giving me the pass?
See, the fun thing is when I volunteered before, teach people how to shoot. Sorry, guys, I'm over there talking and not paying any attention to what's going on here. And I forgot to zoom in after I plugged you guys back in. Jeez. I suck at this. Oh, this is the Portland Ice Building. Literally, that little complex right there is it. And the fact is, we protest like right out here in this little block on one side of the building. Now there's some of us over here across the street, and there's a place over there that, you know, kind of a sort of a it's almost a homeless encampment. Basically, because there's people here the whole time, there's some people who, you know, stay over there overnight, use that as a place to have things where nothing's going to walk away because it looks kind of ghetto. And over here, across the way, on the weekends, there's a guy who sets up with like some DJ equipment, and basically everything happens right in here. If there's 10 people, like there are tonight, or if there are, you know, 1,000 people, it's all right here on this one block. Which is why it's hilarious that they thought they needed to, you know, gas the entire neighborhood. I live down here. This is my neighborhood. I walk down here usually. If I'm particularly tired, I will take the streetcar a whole like 2 stops from OHSU if I'm that far away to get here. But this is Monday night at the Portland Ice Building. Weeknights are pretty chill. Mondays in particular are very chill because there's just, you know, maybe 10 people out here. It is starting to be a little chill, in particular because the temperature is dropping. I don't know if the streetcar had an accident yesterday. I didn't hear about that, actually. There are 2 streetcars. There's about 8 or 9 cars running at one time, I think. That doesn't make sense. It would be like 10, maybe. I don't know. But they run on just a couple of tracks, so if there's an accident, it will impede the whole thing. Holy shit. It was, the streetcar was knocked off its tracks. Wow. Must have hit it pretty hard. So, as you can see, Portland is on fire every night. The city of Portland is just burning to the ground. People are dying every day. Southwest 12th and Morrison. 12th and Morrison. It would have been probably 10th and Morrison. Would it? Oh, no. It could have been at 12th, depending on what was going on. If they were turning one around there. Is that a link to a video about the crash? I can't go watch it because, you know, streaming. Oh, I will have to watch that later. Or wait, I won't be able to watch it later. There's no chat replay. Chat gets deleted. Possibly it's saved. If I ever get over 500 subs. If you are watching and would like the chat to ever be saved, please subscribe. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to find it now that I know that I'm looking for it. All the information in the world, if you know to look for it. Yeah. Greatly appreciate that. This stream will eventually become like a good stream. It will. It'll happen one of these days. I do what I can with this little stream. But the thing is, I can't really move around. I mean, I don't have a gimbal like Nathan does. And because I'm stuck on crappy Wi-Fi, I've got, you know, potato quality signal. Or I'm using up a data plan with a limited amount of data before I get throttled. And I would love to improve that and, you know, actually have unlimited data and be able to move around and not lose my signal. But it's real easy to lose the signal out here. When I get a new SIM for the hotspot, I'll be in the same boat as Nathan is. He uses the same hotspot, and you know, I suspect the data will be kind of expensive, but it'll be a nice, it'll be an improved experience, I think, at least on your end of the stream. Because I'll be able to, like, you know, wear a camera and move. That's the goal, anyway. Up to 50%. Well, kind of the thing is, they've got a super loud megaphone, but if they were using one that was a little less loud, I mean, if they turned the volume down just a little bit, what they were saying would be more intelligible. The music, really, they should be using a speaker that has, you know, half the volume would still be better, because you'd be able to, you know, hear the lyrics. I don't actually want to monetize this channel. I don't want to become dependent on YouTube for money. If I had, like, the stuff set up to automatically add streams to, you know, Patreon at the same time I was adding them to YouTube, I might do a Patreon, just because it would give people a way to, you know, support the channel. Right now, all there is just a Venmo link. If you want to support the channel, you know, I tell people don't go into debt helping out. I appreciate it. You'd be the first, but I don't need to turn this into a profit thing, and I don't want to. Anything I get literally is for the stream, you know. Like, anybody who contributes anything is going to buy, you know, a SIM card and service for it, so that I can move around, or, you know, eventually buy a gimbal so that things are a little steadier, or, you know, if I'm wildly successful beyond my wildest imagination, maybe at some point I'll actually, you know, get some drone footage. That's pie in the sky stuff. Record audio while I'm flying a drone, so you can actually see past the fence over there, you know, see into the compound, get a view that only right-wing influencers get to see. What does the other side of the gate look like? I have to do that really fucking careful, because they probably shoot down my drone. Okay, I don't approve of telling them to kill themselves. I really don't. That doesn't make you look good. But I record what's here, the good and the bad. Do I have to point at every bus that walks or that rolls on by? Yes. No, for the most part, my goal is a GoPro, which I've already got, that I'm wearing, and you know, be able to pop it onto a tripod or something. But for the most part, to be able to wear it and you know, get up and walk down there walk, over to the front line, walk around to where people are, and kind of just like wear a small Android tablet around my neck, so I can follow chat. And what I'd do is I'd stream the GoPro to. I got fiber internet, so I've got uplink that's as good as my downlink. So download the video at home to stream it to YouTube. I think that would work really well. I mean, I could do it online if I needed to. I'm sure somebody could set up a server. I mean, I could, but I'd let somebody else do it who wants to. And we'll just restream from there. Who has the dog? I am not sure. I think I don't believe it is the same person, but from here it's hard for me to tell, even zooming in. That and I don't actually know all of the protesters out here. I just know the ones that are, unique in some way that I recognize. And of course, protesters usually want to be less unique. But I think it's a different person. We got Tom riding around on his bike, high vis. He's pretty unique. We got Bishop around here. He's Bishop. Dude's massive. So he's easy to spot. Big Spider Mike. Also fairly unique individual, easy to spot. I've gotten to the point I can spot Freya through the screen on my phone. Freya's easy to spot. Recognize the Operation Inflation folks. Wow, that is potato quality. That is super potato quality. When it looks bad to me, I know that what you guys are seeing is not pretty. No, don't think I do. 35. Have a good night. I should be out here tomorrow. Monday's usually such a quiet night, but I like to come out here on Monday anyway because if I come out here on Monday, other streamers like Nathan don't, so there's coverage for that. Because we want coverage. Take care, dude. Keeping kind of half an eye on Jordy's stuff because he keeps running over across the street to do the. He's moving to a different storage unit, so I'm keeping an eye on stuff just in case somebody might want to run off with it. Am I missing like the excitement?
I don't know. They chased somebody out.
Well, I wasn't paying attention.
But I don't know who or why.
Did anybody catch what was going on?
But yeah, no, it was Rita, the one who lived on Southeast 63rd, the only one whose address was published who lived in Portland. The other three lived in Vancouver, and they seem to have scrubbed it off the internet now. You can't find it, although for a long time it was up there.
Oh, they relocated somebody because their address was known.
Yeah. But their address was known for like a long time before.
And nobody
they
did
relocated.
shit.
And nobody did shit. And then finally, once somebody decided to host a block party there, which actually was more attended by Tommy and other chuds than it was comrades, then they relocated the person. And I made a comment about how the person got relocated, and that's when they grabbed me. Which makes more sense than anything else, but they didn't charge me with anything except littering because they're stupid.
Apparently somebody pissed on their blue line over there.
More than once.
I walked over there earlier just to say hi to everybody, and it smelled a little ripe. It's like, oh, somebody pissed on their blue line, I guess. Personally, I like the lack of sun. I greatly appreciate that there's not much sun here. Yeah, there's not much else going on.
Did you figure anything out that you needed?
I'm doing inventory right now.
Okay.
I'll go over there.
All right.
Yeah, sure. No, it's just like, it's a second. But when you come down, it's like flat out. So, even after the washing machine, yeah, like I put it through the washing machine. it's fine. But, let's go. I just had one in there, like trading on the wall, but yeah, that's it's probably because it's only got that one plate. And I put some like when I first got it, I put some padding between like the plate and you, so at least it's not like just a straight plate up against, so it's got some some padding. Yeah, I hope it helps. I ordered my new one yesterday, so it should be, and I paid for express shipping, so it should be here like in a couple weeks. So
My goal for this is, basically do something about all the pockets. I'm gonna have to eventually, if I'm actually helping people, and I intend to be helping you, something can say this here. And the plates, if I decide that I want to actually have a second plate and a side plate,
they're not too expensive, but I mean, I personally, if you're gonna upgrade the plate or get another plate, don't get a steel one like that.
don't get a ceramic.
Yeah.
So it's a back plate. If they shoot me in the back, they'll shatter the plate. More likely they're going to shoot at me in the front.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I couldn't exactly remember which one you were talking, saying that you wanted it in the front or the back bites. So I just went ahead and put it in the front. I figured that was.
Sure, that's fine. I decided that I shouldn't be using a light-ass little graphite paint clamp out here.
Oh yeah.
Sky Nazis!
Up top.
Sky Nazis! You fucking scumbags!
Cutting trees
Is
down?
that fucking Christmas tree? What the fuck?
I think, are they cutting it down or putting it up?
They're fucking insane. You fucking insane scumbags, you! What the fuck are you doing? A goddamn Christmas tree? What the fuck? What the fuck? Show us your goddamn toes! We want to see your goddamn toes! Show us your toes! What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? They've got a goddamn Christmas tree up there. Motherfuckers, yeah. Show us your goddamn toes!
I don't know what I'm looking at, guys.
There's a Christmas tree on top. I'll show it to you.
They're trying to be cute.
On top of the actual building.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the corner right there.
All I got is a
picture.
bright ass light.
I'll take a picture.
Okay.
They're trying to diffuse us with Christmas trees.
Okay.
See it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a that's literally right on the corner right there. There's literally a Christmas tree. Right
See if I can focus on it.
It's so absurd. They're being absurd back. We're changing their behavior. And they are
I
fucking
can't
absurd.
focus on it. All I get is the light.
That's
Well-
what they're trying to do.
I was thinking like maybe the Christmas tree was putting off like super bright, IR lights or something. I don't know, but No, it's just a fucking Christmas tree. A really shitty. Like it's like a half Christmas, like a crescent moon Christmas tree or something. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's like deformed. Yeah, like the Christmas tree's like even deformed and everything. It's like missing like a third of it.
Okay.
It's so fucking weird.
Okay, so these mother effing speakers here at ICE have decided that it would be funny or cute or clever or whatever to put up a Christmas tree up there on March 2nd.
I don't see it. Not through not through my phone anyway.
But yeah, we watched them do it. We don't know why, of course. It's just weirdness. It's like I said to them, show us your toes. It's just more of the weirdness. Like when they showed us their toes last August. They did it. They put up like a silhouette of a foot. And they shined it on the building.
Wow, that's
Like a bat signal, but it was a foot. Yeah, it was really weird. And so that's why we started saying, show us your toes. And we haven't said that for a long time, but now that they're showing us a tree, I feel like show us your toes is the appropriate response. They're just weirdos. They're trying to be as weird back to us as we are to them.
But you know what? If they're doing that, if they're putting their effort into that instead of going and like kidnapping random ass people,
Oh, the guys that put up the tree, they're the feds. They just protect ICE agents and the neighborhood.
oh,
Yeah, they're funny. They like to tell you that when they arrest you too.
Right.
Oh, we're DHS. We're not ICE.
We're not kidnapping murderers, no. We're the good
I
guys.
said, oh yeah, I was
That's
DHS
what
too. I
they
worked
told
for
me
the
that shit.
Oregon
They said
Department
that
of
to me.
Human
I told them.
Services, Child Welfare Division.
how's that go again? With something about feathers and flocking together? Yeah.
How about tar and feather those fuckers?
That'll work too.
Hot tar.
That
Burn
works too.
their ass.
I was thinking birds
Yeah, birds of a feather stick together.
yeah.
Yeah, they thought this was clever for the tree out.
so I picked up a new cane that is maybe a little sturdier for use out here. The problem is, it's heavy as fuck.
Yes. Is it?
Weirdos.
Oh, that is kind of heavy. That's a lot heavier than I
It's
expected.
I guess
classic
it's better-
aluminum, but it's
Wow.
70 inches long.
It's better
I
than
mean, that's
gassing.
taller than I am. Even when I was standing up.
Well, on me, it is maybe an inch longer than I'm used to normally. Because NFB canes are odd and these are even.
Okay.
So 69 inch, 70 inch.
That was actually 69 inches
This is a 70. So it is almost as tall as I am.
tall. Wow.
Yeah, just about.
It is as tall as you. You took your hat off.
It's heavy as fuck though.
You see.
It's a lot heavier than I
Oh,
expected.
it is. You can use this as a weapon.
Well,
Right?
I mean,
Oh, that folds the same way mine does that I told you about. Yeah.
so I mean, if
Oh,
need,
that's even worse.
if
Yeah,
need be,
Yeah.
and
that's even worse.
I do know something about using it.
They put a Christmas tree up.
Fuck you! I got more Christmas trees! Fuck you, bitch! Wait till you see Tree Tifa, you fucking cocksucker!
Tree Tifa.
Fucking pedophile bitches!
Tree Tifa, hell yeah. Oh no.
It was pouring down here.
liven up your stream a little bit? Hey y'all! Hey y'all!
I put the little stuffed creature on my chair, and I won't sit down until I get the supplies and begin working on it when I get down there.
Oh yeah, because I was asked about Gary. So that one of the things I came in was to check on Gary. Hi girl. Okay, so they're mocking you. So I was getting ready to pull away, and now I saw them mocking you. You see it?
The Christmas tree?
But you know what's great? I got 2 Christmas trees at home, and they're ready to go.
All right. I'm gonna actually see if I can see it with the.
I'm excited with stuff that I said. So wait. So the official word is very, very important.
Oh, I understand that now. I apologize.
No. I just want to make sure that I deliver the correct message again. So tell me what the right message was.
Okay, the message that I said, okay, when I left the house, before I left the house earlier,
Yes.
put this stuff in.
Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot.
You're in your chair now.
I was looking up at the. Yeah, I was looking up there.
That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this for you guys.
Tonight and hang out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna see if I can get this for you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there it is. There it is, guys.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to hang out.
They put a fucking Christmas tree up.
Hang out very well. Well, not the primary, but that area there.
I mean, I might have to make that the. I might have to see if I can arrange for that to be the. Might have to see about arranging for that to be the thumbnail picture on this. Because normally I have that picture of Antifa.
And it was bad. I looked at it. And it was traffic and
Sorry for the extra shaking.
breaking branches. I kind of started from about 700 yards away. So
Ah!
I tried
Wow. I suck at this.
I bet you did because that bear's chuffing at you.
You're only
You're
gonna get better if you keep trying.
Okay, Dead relatives, let me know when it's time for me to get the hell out of here. You know, up to them. And I figured out. I said,
They put up a freaking Christmas
you know,
tree.
my mom was
Oh, I bet they did it because Antifa got dismantled.
Yeah.
So they took down our art project. I think the city had something to do with that
Yeah, maybe. It's possible.
Okay, I'm gonna get pictures with
because it
this
was
guy.
creepy.
And then.
It was getting a little creepy.
But
Hey,
you know what?
Any clue what's gonna happen later.
Who am I to judge,
I'm gonna
right?
go watch the clip.
Okay.
We can rebuild it.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Hi, 3-acre.
Oh my God. You can see that.
Now,
You can see the
she decided to just liven up the stream by, irritating one of the
yeah. My
It's right there. How did I
my
not
camera's
see that shit? How did I not see it?
Or I really want to see what's going on up there.
Can you filter it a little and get more focus? Or what is it?
Well, that's
Filter out those bright lights and get a close up of the Christmas tree. I think Charlie just set off the alarm at the storage facility.
I blame Jordy. Hey, turn off the bright lights so we can see your tree.
if they really turn off the lights, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Like that'd be hella cool, dude. Let's see.
Yeah, but for that, basically, I'll just start adding pouches and pockets to it.
I've got
What's this? Does this have clips for a belt? It does. Well, that suggests that I'm going to be adding a belt and a drop leg pouch for water bottles. They're coming for you, Jordy! No, the reason why I got this thing, aside from the fact that being an aluminum cane, if it's likely to survive getting knocked around a little bit. But also, being a folding cane with these flared joints, if any powder gets in there, it's not likely to clog up the joint so that the cane is no longer useful. That happened to my to one of my telescopics.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, the bottom two sections, just I cannot get them apart. They're just like fused.
Yeah.
And it was the one that I had that I'd wrapped the top in gray and purple. I was able to transfer the top section to a different cane.
I was gonna say, I mean, I could always, try and get it apart if you want. I don't mind.
It's pretty much going to be like you need to put something on it and then hit it with a mallet, and maybe that'll help.
Well, yeah, I would have to like do it. I was talking about like doing it at home, but because I've got tools and stuff.
So these are 35. These are my old beater lenses that I need to get rid of, but the thought was that I might be able to put something inside a mask that wasn't tinted, that I could just install the lenses from my glasses, and maybe not these, because these might be too far wrapped around, but these.
Well, you got the STX 100, right?
The one I bought was PD 101.
Okay.
And I realized that the thing that holds the lens inside that is kind of just like a little wire hanger.
Yeah. I mean, it's not much. It's you are right. It completely is way overpriced.
It is. But the one I was looking at was for their other masks, their more professional masks, like the FFR 100, and the same thing that comes with some. It's literally the same mask, identical looking, and it comes with the correct filters for what we're doing. It's actually, sold as, tactical tear gas and crowd munitions.
Yeah.
But it's literally the same mask as the FFR 100, or if there's a difference, I can't tell. But it has just like this vertical piece that, kind of clips inside between the nose and the top. And, it's also overpriced, but it is just a piece of plastic. And I mean, I'm wondering if something like that could be relatively easily made to hold, these are ballistic.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, the thickness of them.
Yeah.
Smith makes a couple of these. They're different. The one they have now is different, but
if someone were to like say get one of those little clips that they use for the lenses, I have a 3D printer.
Yeah, you probably could scan it and alter it. You need to buy one.
And I mean,
or it's possible, looking at the mask, you can make measurements off the mask and come up with a clip that will just hold a lens in place.
yeah,
Either way.
I'm not very good at my CAD design.
It would be easier if you had a starting point.
Yeah, because then I'll I could use my phone to do a 3D scan of it, and then I could just stretch it this way or stretch it that way, or add
Sure.
onto it here or there. Yeah,
It is probably already 9:30, isn't it? No, I told my fiance I'd be heading home about 9:30. We have our landlord, her mom, is coming over tomorrow to take pictures for the insurance. So
Oh, yeah.
we have some house cleaning to do before then. Because she uses a wheelchair, her mom and dad just decided to buy a place to rent to her.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it means we have all the problems of, renting,
Yeah.
but also all the problems of owning.
Yeah.
But what we pay in rent is comical, so. The condo association fee is more than our rent, significantly.
Oh wow.
You're at 85, so I'm disconnecting. I brought out the big battery for today. Bigger than usual. I figured this will power literally everything. All day if I wanted to.
Yeah, I've got one of those, and it lasts me at least a couple days. I was actually charging everything. Well, used to.
Well, thank you very much. That'll fit me a lot better than the swimmer style that kind of stops about here.
Yeah. I can't stand those. Like it's like, I mean, okay, like maybe for like me, see how I'm always sitting down.
Yeah.
Having one that stops like up higher, it
Yeah.
would be better. Because then it's not rubbing into my legs and everything.
Yeah.
But for someone that's just like normal, regularly standing, no, it's.
That is for somebody who needs to run in their gear.
Yeah, I mean.
Which means basically it's the sort that those guys should be thinking about. All right, guys, we are on 5G anyway, so I'm going to disconnect from the tripod, and I'm going to run over and show you guys what's going on across the way, since I can do that since I'm on cellular. The Wi-Fi crapped out on me about an hour ago. Be right back. I really should zoom in before I zoom out before I do that. I am so sorry, guys. Again, I'm terrible at this.
Don't move anything.
I do love how it's given a nice spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her a blanket black and
Ooh, it's the art. Have a good night, those of you who are running away. Puppy cam.
Is it that? Hi, that. Is it right?
Puppy cam.
I was like, did we miss that? I was like, I swear that wasn't our show. No, that's what I got out here because I was like, from here, I think you guys picked her. And I was like, did we know that? Listen, we were
Hey, y'all should turn off the lights so we can get a picture of your tree. I don't think they're going to do it.
I think they might at about 1:30 a.m.
Well, I'm not staying out here till 1:30 a.m. All right, there's the tree, guys.
Fuck all you pieces of shit.
There's a tree. Being ridiculous is our shtick. Come on.
Yeah, well. I like the sound of that.
Thank you.
Hey, fuck you! What are you saying? I can't hear you. Have you found your dick yet? It's somewhere hidden inside you.
Maturity.
Jesus would hate you. Jesus would not accept you. You'd go to hell. My fucking nephews are smarter than you.
Nah, I'm not forgetting about the Epstein files. I'm definitely not forgetting about the Epstein files. I mean, I would still like to get a picture of the Christmas tree, but hey. So, everybody came over here to the front line. We shall rebuild Antifa. It shall be rebuilt. It will be 10 times as weird. You okay?
Oh, they are so nice. They left on the wheels.
We still have the freaking doll leg strapped to the pole. Oh. Keep Portland weird. All right, I'm wandering back over toward the wagon. This cane, though, really is sort of a... It's heavy. Ooh, we have a sign. What says the sign? Hopefully that is coming through well enough that you guys can pause that and have a look at what it says. Again, this cane is really heavy. I will get used to it. I used to use one of these, but it's been a while. So anyway, my little tripod, sitting all alone. Anyway, guys, I'm supposed to be out of here at 9:30, and it's nearly that now. So I am not on his Discord. I'll look it up though and join it, so you can find me there. I'll do that when I get home. Joseph, remind yourself. Look up Nathan's Discord when you get home. There we go. Now I'll remember. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, and get home and be domestic. So, have another taco. I am Joseph. And yeah, weird. Have a good night, everybody.